Brand new antenna, brand new to me, the Spooltenna end-fed half-wave antenna, 40, 20, 15, 10. I was successful on 10, 15 and 20, got a DX on 15 over to Sweden. And very successful on 20. I got 100 in the, or 99 in the log on 20. Let me read point 12 of the DX Code of Conduct. I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. Let me read that again. I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. If you like this series and would like to see others like it, be sure and like and subscribe and hit that little bell notification down there to be notified of when the next one comes out. Stand by, here we go. Okay, I've got the Spooltenna up on a electric fence post about 3 feet off the ground, and there's the antenna, or the wire, going up to the DX Commander Expedition pole, 30 something feet up there. And I went ahead and just used the coax as my counterpoise on the ground here, about 25 feet. And then at the radio, I did a DIY 5 ferrite bead choke. So 25-foot counterpoise on a 67-foot wire. Used the Yaesu FT891 FC50 tuner. Probably didn't need it, and I didn't use it on 15. The modern Morse version 0-H Stormtrooper, the FH2 keyboard, and did all CW today. No, I tried to get Paul, the Southern Ham. Couldn't hear him though. And POTA flag has been standing out there all afternoon. All afternoon it's been out there straight. It's almost straight. Okay. All right, spotted myself. I'm at 14.039 at Uncle Sam 8124 Heyburn Wildlife Management Area. Let's see, there are 14 20-meter spots out there. So, let's see what we can do. See who's first. My antenna today is my new Spooltenna, which I received yesterday. Spooltenna Park Edition. 17 dB, 8 dB, 9 dB, not great, but it's Julia. Oh, I guess I better hold this. Dave. Thank you, Dave. It's so bright out here, I can't see what. Wow, that's starting off right with two fine business CW operators. How about a third one? Okay, 2 New Jerseys, 2 Virginias, and 1 North Carolina. Okay. I got it now. Idaho. There's Oregon, Tim in Oregon. Okay, it's 5 minutes. First CQ since I started. Not getting great signals, but it's getting out and great receive. North Carolina. Michigan, that's straight north of where I'm at. All right, Paul, got my insurance. We're activated. Signal's driving 12 dB now. Wow, 21 activated out there today. Hope that wind's not making too much noise. Okay, so I got the Spooltenna 40, 20, 15, and 10. Vermont. 559 to Vermont. Thank you, Joe. Good strong signal from North Carolina. Arizona. Thank you, Martin. In 15 minutes. I think that this Spooltenna has proved itself. I'm just wondering what the conditions are. Oh, well, it shows good on QRZ. Not as noisy as it was yesterday. I got like 46 in 97 minutes yesterday. It was atrocious. May turn out to be that way today. Looks like they did a burn here, prescribed burn. So it's coming back, so that's good. Probably on a lighter wind day. I do have 40, 15, and 10. I can try those as well. Due west of me, broadside of the infed. Thomas, Manitoba, almost due north. Ah, Paul. Florida. Mark. What? Oh, I was fumbling on that one, Paul. Sorry about that. Paul, that was Paul, another Paul. No, that was Larry. I'll show you the map, but right now it's going due east and due west are the primary. .599 to Pennsylvania. It's like a monarch over there flying around. Supposed to be flying through Oklahoma about right now. I've seen a few monarch butterflies. Thank you, Ronnie, New York. He's one of my Century Club members. Rhode Island, park in Rhode Island, very nice. Getting out for sure. Okay. 26 and 25 minutes. Very nice, very nice. Spooltenna is A-OK. Kenneth, he was in a park too down in Florida. A lot of park-to-parks today. Oh my gosh, Kilo Juliet 5 Golf. Oh, okay, Ted. Wow. $5.99 to Maryland. Thank you, Ted. Okay. Oh, he faded out. All right, thank you, Harold in Connecticut. Didn't get a good signal report. All right, thank you, Robert. New Jersey. if there's anything going on 15. There's a few up there. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, without tuning, oh my gosh, 1.1 to 1. I'm not even going to run the tuner. Pretty quiet up there though. Yep, Bill's right there where I'm at. Sorry, Bill. I don't hear him. .049, and I have 1 to 1. 1 to 1. Nope, 21.048. Okay. Spot myself. Sweden. Thank you, Tom. Arizona. You've always got a strong signal. Thank you, David. Montana. .37 and 47 minutes. Slowing down. Michigan, Shannon in Michigan. That was Doyle in Minnesota. He drove through Oklahoma a few months ago. And he set up to do a activation at one of the parks in Oklahoma City. And I saw the spot, and so I went over to meet him. And I walked up behind him. He was doing some FT8 in the car. And I walked up and started talking to him from behind and startled him. I'm sorry about that, Doyle. Sorry. It was good to meet you, though. It was good to meet you. He uses a bug. PX Commander Expedition holding up. Okay, where's she at? Thank you, Ed. Good signal. Maybe fading out here. Thank you, Michael, in Virginia. Good strong signal. Thank you, William in New York. Thank you for going off center too, off center frequency. Really stands out when you go up a little bit or go down a little bit. Really stands out from the crowd. That was not a crowd, but still. Last time I was here, not last time, but the time before, the very first time I was here, this is my third time here, cars were going by all the time. The second time I was here after that was on New Year's Eve. That was when I did my 10 park row. I parked right over there with a ham stick on top of the Subaru Polemobile. So, needless to say, that wasn't for very long. So this is my third time here. Ohio. Thank you, Ron. Michigan, 259. That was all right. Thank you, William, out of New Jersey. Kentucky. It's my first Kentucky today. Thank you, Barry. Thought it was going to be a lot cloudier today. The sun's really been out a lot, warming things up. Covered up the radio. Afraid my camera's going to wipe out here in a minute. Maine. Not a great signal at Maine, but I got there. He was up and down quite a bit. Came in at about a 5.2 and then jumped to 5.9 and back to 5.2. Wonder if there's anybody on 40. Yeah, there's. Oh, they're all in. Thank you, Mark. I don't usually get Washington, but that was a good, strong signal. Thank you, Joel. Florida. I think the bands are coming back up. It's starting to Florida. Oh, he's a park also. Park and a WWFF. Minnesota. think it's first South Carolina I've had today, I believe. Or just saying, nope. I didn't get that. There we go. First Texas today. How about that? I've been finding it harder and harder to get Texas. Walton, Tennessee, one of my Century Club members, and he also makes a great transformer. Okay, that's number 58 and 68 minutes. There's Paul in Alaska. I did not get a good signal report, but I'll take Alaska. I gave him a 599, he gave me back a 519. But it's still Alaska. It's in the book, in the log. Oregon, Washington. Usually don't get that. Of course, different antenna. I'm impressed with the Spooltenna. I got it up about 33 feet, 30 feet at the top. It's at a sloper. At the bottom, I've got about 3 feet off the ground at my feed point. Jeremy, Wisconsin. That's our first QSO UNI, first POTA QSO UNI I've ever had. All from in Georgia. That's the first Georgia I've had today. Getting back to the antenna, so it's at 3 feet high. I've got a 25-foot so it's sloping. Pretty windy up there, but that DX Commander Expedition pole's holding up real well. But I've got a 25-foot feed line coax here, and it's probably not ideal, it's not perfect, but I'm using that as my counterpoise. So I don't, and I have a choke at the radio to stop the feedback of the Maryland stations in a row. Don't get that very often. I mean, I think the antenna is a great build. I love the strain reliefs that are added to it. It's a well-built, solid. If I could have any improvements would be the connector. It is a BNC connector, which I can deal with, but it's sitting on the outside, and it looks like it may be kind of vulnerable. The reel, I haven't really fine-tuned the way I handle the reel. Thank you, Chuck. So I got to fine tune the way I handle the reel. Duplicate. Marco, Mexico. So I've got Mexico, Sweden, and Alaska. Nice antenna, very nice antenna, very nice build. Oh, there's that little painted lady butterfly. I'll just have to get used to the turning. Ironically, I have another antenna, end-fed half-wave antenna, that is also built on that winder mechanism, coming in on Thursday in 2 days, so I'll be doing a video on that one as well and comparing the two. The other downside I have to any end-fed half-wave antenna is that you need a lot of real estate to put them up. 67 feet of wire and probably 50, I don't know what the Pythagorean theory . Well, if it wasn't for the wind today, I would just bake out here. It's hot. The sun is hot today. So we'll try another spool, not spool antenna, but an antenna on a spool, end-fed half-wave on a spool. I've always just put them on the wire winders, you know, little kite winder things. So I just got to get used to how to do the winding and unwinding. antenna build is fantastic. I can't see the toroid in there, but it handles, I think, 200 watts on sideband, 100 on CW, something like that. Thank you, Kevin, in Oregon. Another Oregon. So I'm exploring new places. Another Ohio. I'm going to show you the map when I get done here and you can see the distribution. That was number 70, and I've been out here for 84 minutes. I want to get at least 100, so I'll probably push 2 hours. It's just going to be a long video. Just watch what you want to. Please watch the first and the last at least. Thank you, Robert, in Pennsylvania. That was a duplicate also. Strange group just drove by in a vehicle. George. Thank you, Everett. Everett is one of my Century Club members. I mentioned earlier to be sure and look at the front and the back of the video. The front, of course, has the DX code of conduct. It'll be number 12. And at the end, I've got some new music that for the outro that I'd like for you to listen to. It's a POTA song. It's a song about POTA. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your comments on it. Thank you, Ariel. It wasn't strong to North Carolina. I'm wondering if things are going down, if I'm getting into the valley, or I'm just not getting in. Let me check my RBN. Idaho, my #1 guy in my Century Club. Oh, okay. Thank you, Michael. Sorry for that rude interruption. Somebody tuning up on top of you. Ontario, Thomas in Ontario. Good strong signal. Thank you, Bill, in North Carolina. Good signal. Uh-oh. $79 and 100 minutes. These modern Morse paddles are really nice, well built. I guess you could change out paddles. I don't know why you would, but there's a little double screw there holding them in. I didn't used to, I started out doing like this, but I went to setting it on the table or desk and holding it down that way. I got a heavy fist, so, but last month or two I've been just doing this, holding it, and I've really kind of liked doing that. And the modern Morse nameless V0-H paddle, this is the Stormtrooper version, is real good for holding it. They're a little pricey in my book, but I think it's well worth it in the long run. Looks like we're at the bottom of the wave. David in California. That's our first POTA QSO. Get behind the clouds and that cool breeze. It's nice out here. I like that. Feels good. Thank you, Jason, South Carolina. Band is very quiet right now. Between hunters and noise, it's very, very quiet. No noise. Every once in a while there's a little bit of a crackling or something that's coming through, but overall it's very, very quiet. Thank you, Jay. Florida. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Kind of a lull out there, it looks like. There's a lot of activators, 15 activators on the air. I'm either not getting out or we're in a valley right now or something like that. I wonder, 21 dB, not bad. Just gonna check 40 meters and see if there's anybody on there. No CW operators on 40 meters. So that sounds fruitile. No 15s. No 15 meter. Everybody's on 20. Just keep CQing. Check my RBN. 20s. I'm getting out. I'm in the 20s right now, so I can't complain about that. Black swallowtail just flew by. Butterfly it is. All right, I am going to go ahead and go down to 40 meters. It's late in the day, but sometimes 40 meters is available. One to one, without even doing anything. Unbelievable, this great antenna here. Stay where I was, 7056. See how I'm getting that on 40. dB, 23 dB, maybe I can get some Oklahoma hams. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas. single digit RBN 124 dB down in Texas. That'd work. Lost my cell coverage. Thought somebody would come back to say hi. Yeah, let me check QRZ. Maybe it's bad. Very faint back there in the background. I've got the volume turned way up too. Yeah, it's been 5 minutes since I've been spotted, so let's say 40 is dead. Okay, I'm spotted on 20 now. $27 dB, 30 dB, 22 dB. Yeah. Well, I might as well do a little hunting. Oops. Jim is down at 32.5. I'll try him. I can't hear him. I can't hear anything. AI is. She can't hear me. Yes. All right. AI. We tried to do a what are those long conversation rag chew. We tried to do a rag chew, a scheduled rag chew for SKCC, and we just couldn't hear each other from our home QTHs. So to get her in a park and me in a park, I love that. That's wonderful. Thank you, AI. Appreciate it. Go back to my home spot here. Throw out a couple of QRLs. Make sure nobody took over while I was gone. Don't hear anybody. Don't hear anything. Nobody responded. Couldn't hear Jim. I got AI. All right, thank you, Jim. Maryland. Thank you, Darren. Arizona. That was Canaan in Georgia. He's got a program created on podomap.us. Podomap.us. It's got some really good online maps of parks that you can find out exactly what the boundaries are. Very handy for POTA activators. Someone's coming in on my frequency there. Got 89. I'd sure like to get that 100. Lady. Michael. Thank you, Michael. Michael is one of my Century Club members. Always good to get him in the log. All right, thank you, Russell. First POTA QSO between you and I. Thanks a lot, New York. Can't believe how quiet the noise level right now is. I know it's mainly because of this place. Another painted lady over there. My wife would know better what it is. It's either a painted lady or American lady. Butterfly. Don't know if I can sneak up on it to take a picture of it or not. Oh, it flew away. I knew that. Thank you, William, Georgia. Uh-oh, got some noise coming back. 93, getting close to that century. So nobody can hear me. Thank you, Ron. Maryland. 96, need 4 more. dB, 18 dB. That's down in Cayman Islands. Thank you, Dennis. Virginia, give me a good report. Been getting pretty good reports out to Virginia today. It's 97. I wonder if there's an MST going on right now. Wisconsin. 98. $99. One more, guys. Come on, one more, guys and gals. MST now, looks like. Here we go. 100 in 2 hours and 25 minutes. else want to come in? Guess that's it. All right, we're going to keep it at that. Let's turn this down, just in case somebody comes back. Sorry for the mess there. Oops, oh, fell over. Okay. All right. This is Randy. November 5, India, Lima, Quebec. And every PO today is a great day, and this was a great day. 100 in the log. Took me 2 hours and 25 minutes to get it, but still, it was beautiful out here. I mean, the sun was in and out. The temperature was perfect. It got a little bit sunny, like right now it's pretty heavy, but it's okay. Temperatures in the low 80s maybe. The wind feels good, but I was worried about the new Spooltenna. But between the Spooltenna and the DX Commander Expedition pole, it held up very nicely. And these winds, they've been constant. I'll do a video of the flag, the POTA flag over there, but it's been constant at a flat line. So the DX Commander Expedition pole and the Spooltenna in the sloper configuration worked great. I did not use a counterpoise other than the shield on the coax, and then I've got a DIY 5 ferrite bead choke at the radio to keep the RF out of the radio. So, and it's all pointed north-south, and then the counterpoise is on the ground roughly north-south. So we'll have to look at the map and see if that made a difference. I don't know if an end-fed half-wave goes broadside or in line. Have to do a little research. If you know and you want to make a comment, please do, because I'd like to know. It's good information for everybody. This is really probably the only way I could have set up. Maybe I could have had a little bit more of an angle north or east or west, but that's the problem with the end-fed half-waves. Is you got to have a lot of real estate to put them up, and that's been my biggest holdout. I bought this new Spooltenna. I've used Paul, the Southern Ham's discount code. I got free shipping, and KJ5 Golf Kilo KJ5 GKK. You can get free shipping on that from Spooltenna. So it worked. It worked very well. My signal reports weren't great, but that may have just been today. I was hearing very well. I heard most of the signals very well until late in the day, and they started kind of getting weaker. But the antenna has held up in the wind very well. I'm very pleased with it. I will definitely use this antenna again. Did it do as good, better, not as good as my other end-fed antennas? My 10-tenna 49-to-1 transformer, or my AI5DK Dwayne's little end-fed? I don't know. And honestly, I can't tell the difference from any of my antennas. As long as it's getting out, that's all that matters to me. The only one that antenna, well, we won't get into that. The Spooltenna definitely works, and it holds up in the wind. I can honestly say that today. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, you know, I'm not for everybody, but I like my wrap-ups here at the end, and I like the beginning. Right after this, I've got some new music for you to listen to, some POTA song. POTA music, POTA song. Hope you like it. I've got another one in the works. It's a rap POTA. So you'll see that soon as well. Hey, this is Randy, November 5, India, Lima, Quebec. Every POTA day is a great day. See you, always trying to find, there you are. See you on the air, 73.
Yo, sun is out, the vibe is right. Time for that POTA run, shining bright. In the Subi POTA mobile, no sweat. Best activation day we had all summer yet. Hit the park, set the gear up quick. Working at CW, that's the trick. Put them in the log, yeah, we do it live. Keep that ham radio passion on the drive. Yeah, that ham radio passion on the drive.